following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Welcome back to part 3, episode 143 of Top Rope Reality on this big fun Friday, this big SummerSlam weekend, and also NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3. So let's go talking about our...
You're not going to introduce yourself.
I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm just a cat. He always forgets to introduce himself. Lord, can't take him anywhere.
They can't.
Jeez.
Well, let's go over the 7 names are left.
We only have 7 teams left, and we're getting rid of 2, so we're going to go down to the final 5.
The final 5, the Fantastic 5.
Fantastic 5, that might work, you know? We were not going to have the final 4, we're not going to have the Fantastic 5, are we?
We're going to have the Fantastic 5, yep. But we're going to go, you want to go ahead and name the ones that left?
Well, sure. We've got the Road Warriors, we've got the Edge of Christian, we've got the Midnight Express, we've got the Hardy Boys, we've got Demolition, we've got Brainbusters, and we got the Freebirds. This is the who's who that we've got left.
Yes, and over here, who we have already gone is our Foundation. By me, you have Dr. Death and Terry Gordy. You took out the Revival, I take out the Outsiders and the Nasty Boys. We come back to you with Paul Lynn and Brian Kendrick and America's Most Wanted. Jump over to me, the Rock and Roll Express, the New Age Outlaws. Back to you with APA and the Briscoe Brothers from Ring of Honor. Back to me for Harlem Heat and the Steiner Brothers. Over to you, the World's Greatest Tag Team and the British Bulldogs. Back to me for the Young Bucks and the Dudley Boys. And then back to you for New Day.
So it goes
And
to me.
it goes to you. Who are the Sweet 7?
Woo!
Will say goodbye at their shot at being the GOAT.
There you go. The Sweet 7 are going down to the Rotten 6. Okay. I'm trying to come up with some clever names here. Lord, here we go.
Here we go.
This is big.
Go.
This is
yes, because your pick will decide on my pick. So
There you go.
that's what you pick. Then I have to go which one I'm going to go with my pick. So
That's true. Because we're getting down to the nitty gritty. It's a little harder this time.
It is.
Because this is just going to upset people.
I've got a few in mind.
Well, of course, but I mean, all these are great.
Who shouldn't be? Who is not in my top 3?
Let's just say all 7 are great.
Yes, but I have my top 3.
And all 7 are Hall of Fame worthy, if not already in the Hall of Fame, because some of them are.
That's true.
Some
of the ones that we've got out are already Hall of Fame worthy, and some of them may never sniff the WWE, or maybe never did. So
it's true. Anyway, Briscoe Brothers. Yeah, them too. They got that chicken farm though. They don't need WWE.
The time has passed.
It really has to get a little old, aren't
Yeah,
they?
it's going on by.
So
who
will it be? Who?
Yeah, they went last time. I know.
Who?
So yeah, you went.
Who?
Who?
I got rid of the who.
You did. Which I thought they'd last a little bit longer.
I'm sorry. I apologize to you.
Hey,
but they're not the greatest.
A pick is a pick is a pick.
Remember, you said if they ain't the greatest, they got
That's
to go.
right. You're
and
right.
they ain't the greatest.
That's right.
So I'm gonna upset some people. I really am. As I take one, I took out last time we filmed. I took out one of the greatest 3-man teams in the New Day. And this time when we film, I'm gonna take out another great 3-man team.
Ooh, that numbers it down to 2.
That does number it down to 2. I was hoping you'd catch that. Because I was like, well, there's only 1. No,
there is 2.
Depends on when you liked watching the certain group. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to eliminate Demolition.
Ooh. So let me just take Demolition.
Which is funny because I got rid of the one that's the longest reigning that took over the longest reigning from Demolition.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
And that...
You know what tarnished them? And they became a 3-man team.
Yes.
If they would have stayed Axe and Smash, I probably would have come in there longer. But they added Crush in, and it messed them up.
It did.
It was not a good idea. You thought I was going to say Freebirds, didn't you? You thought I was going to say it.
At first I did, yeah. That one sounded too much. So.
Which actually, there's 4 of those, but not at one time.
That's true.
Because one of them, who was the one that was out and one came in?
From the Freebirds?
Yes. Because the original is Buddy Roberts, Michael Hayes,
and Bam Bam Terry Gordy.
Bam Bam Terry Gordy. So Jimmy Garvin came in for who?
Buddy Roberts.
Buddy Roberts left.
Yes.
Jimmy Garvin came in.
Yeah, so it was
Jimmy Jam.
Jimmy Jam, Michael Hayes, and Terry Bam Bam Gordy. Yes.
Gotcha.
And then Terry went away because he went to Japan with Dr. Death, and
it was just a tag team.
It was just Bob Hayes and
that was in WCW.
Yeah, when they threw in the little black dude.
What?
Can't remember what his name was.
As a 3-man team?
Nah, he was just pretty much get beat up all the time because he was skinny.
Was he their manager? Who was he?
No, Lord Oliver Humperdinck was their manager.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Or just Oliver Humperdinck.
I don't remember them having a random black guy with them.
Yeah.
Wow. But that was part of WCW then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Might have been the NWA WCW part right with the switch here too.
It's probably that guy. It's probably the idea of what's his name, Jim Hurd.
Wouldn't surprise me.
He ran a Pizza Hut though, so he's successful.
Pizza Hut equals wrestling. Got it.
Apparently, people love to eat pizza while watching
wrestling,
so it works.
It works.
Works. So who are you going to eliminate as number 20 elimination to bring us down to the final 5?
Well, you helped me in so much.
Did I? Because you didn't want to get rid of Demolition, did you?
No. No, I mean, my choice been more difficult if you'd have got rid of the Freebirds.
Oh.
So.
Because you wanted to keep the Freebirds.
No.
Oh.
My pick is the Freebirds.
Oh! 3-man teams in a row.
Yes. Three-man teams.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that hard to say?
In a row.
In a row.
Yeah. Now, see, if you'd have took the
That's hard
Freebirds.
to say.
If you'd have took the Freebirds.
I don't think I sounded like that, though.
In a row.
You did not sound like that. I said three-man teams. I was trying not to get tongue-tied.
In a row.
I did not say it like that. In a row.
But see, if you
I did not say it like in a row.
This
is why we're in the comedy section of YouTube.
If you'd have took the Freebirds that I would have had a harder time picking,
you should have picked Demolition.
I wouldn't known. I might have been somebody else to say bye-bye to.
So now we're down to the final 5. As we have the Road Warriors, Edge and Christian, the Midnight Express, the Hardys, and the Brain Busters. So 3 great teams from the NWA and 2 great teams from the Attitude Era.
Wow.
Wow.
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it? 3-man teams in a row. I didn't say it like that originally, though. Now I'm just playing on what you did.
In a row.
I did not say in a row.
In a row.
I did not say that like that. In a row.
In a row.
I did not sound like that.
Three-man teams. In a row.
Ladies and gentlemen, you rewind this and you will find out I did not say it like that.
Well, you better be sitting down next week because my pick will floor you. So.
Floor you!
So if you're standing up, you're hitting the floor.
Because it won't be a 3-man team.
Could be.
Ooh! I'm trying to remember who we got left. That's a 3-man team.
Well, let's put it this way.
Without giving it away?
Let me look. Okay, I messed one of them up because I hit the wrong button, but we know who's supposed to be in this spot here. But yeah, there's 2 teams on. Well, actually, there's 3 teams on here that their manager wrestled with them in a 6-man match. So one of them could go bye-bye.
You never eliminated the Freebirds off of your list.
I hit the wrong button.
Oh.
Yes. So I hit delete, I hit paste, and it put them back on.
Nice.
So
but
that's your 3-man teams in a row. Yes.
So stupid.
That's going to be the title of this week. So part 3.
So anyway, we got the SummerSlam card. We're going to go
and
over
it's huge. Should we go over the
kickoff
takeover first? Let's
no.
go takeover first.
No, the takeover's going to be better anyway. We'll go over SummerSlam.
Okay.
We have to endure 6 hours of this, but we're only watching, really enjoying a 2 hour,
2.5.
2.5 hour takeover.
They say 2, but they do push to 2.5, which it's a
We're,
network. They got
we're
time.
just watching for Adam Cole. But anyway, so we had the kickoff show.
They're going to tease you. They let him be shown out there, and he won't show it all. He'll show in the first set of tapings after Takeover.
Boo. Got to do it live. But we got the pre-show matches of the Cruiserweight title will be defended as Akira Tozawa, the brand new, gave it away on free TV.
Yeah,
Stupid.
I understand the other part.
WCW.
I understand the other match on free TV because it builds something else. That makes sense. But given the title match, I don't like that.
What other match?
The Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt.
See, but I didn't like that. He could have attacked him and done that blood thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He didn't have to beat him. So now we got 50-50 booking.
Yeah, because we know, yeah.
Because we know who's going to win.
Yes.
But anyway, so we've got Akira Tozawa defending the newly won Cruiserweight Championship against Neville. I say that Neville doesn't need it back this quick. I say Akira Tozawa needs to retain.
But I do like what they're doing with Neville because he is just so shabbled.
He's upset.
And he's got a countdown clock going. And he said when it ends, your title reign will end. Enjoy. You have like so many days left.
I think Akira Tozawa will retain.
He needs to. He does need to retain. Yes.
How many people were going to have in Titus Worldwide? They took a picture with him having the new belt backstage with Titus, Akira Tozawa, Apollo Crews, and Sasha Banks.
She's just there. She's just a photo hog. So
that's weird though.
And we're gonna have also the kickoff pre-show.
And they have shirts now, Titus Worldwide.
That's about time. SmackDown Tag Team title match, which we had to have this one SmackDown match on here. As the tag team titles.
You made it sound like we was going to have 2 SmackDown matches. We got 2 Raw matches on here.
I'm glad. It scared me for a while.
This man actually, I thought he hit his head. Thought Randy Orton was going to be in the pre-show.
Well, with his
something's wrong with
his match with Rusev, it needs to be on the pre-show.
It'll probably be like
no build to it.
It'll probably be like the first match. Get it over with, because we know who's going to win that too.
Well, it doesn't need to be. Randy doesn't need the win. Rusev needs the win.
We know that, but
Randy.
Not
the last 2 weeks, Randy's had the upper hand over Rusev.
And he beat Jinder Mahal.
And he beat Jinder Mahal. Yeah.
Awful. But anyway,
going back to the Usos taking on the champions, New Day. They should keep the titles. Yes, they lost a non-title match.
They don't need to lose the belts in a pre-show anyway. They're going to lose it. It needs to be the SmackDown on the pay-per-view, so they're actually on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we know who's going to be on that pre-show. It'll be Aiden English and Ty Dillinger for the 17th time in a row.
Or Mike Kanellis, who can't get in shape.
Who can't get in shape at all, which is he's not big.
He'll lose to Ty Dillinger.
Which I'm still trying to figure out how Mike Kanellis is fat.
I don't know.
If he's fat, then I want to be fat.
Me too.
And then we've got the kickoff pre-show match of the Hardys and Jason Jordan, which is something you wanted, but it's a different team in there.
Yes.
Because you wanted Jason Jordan with the Reunited Shield.
It made more sense because the Reunited Shield was fighting Miz and Mr. Raj.
Yes.
And all of a sudden they said, we're done with that.
Well, let's go to the tag team title. But it does make sense that they should have been in this. The only reason the Hardys are in this 6-man is because the Revival got hurt again.
They deleted the Revival, yes.
They'll be back and they'll go right back into that feud.
Of course.
But it'll be the Hardys and Jason Jordan taking on the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas. And I think here, in this one right here, let's see if you agree with it, Jason Jordan needs to get another non-title pin on The Miz.
Well, he hasn't beat The Miz yet.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. He needs to get that non-title pin.
One of the Hardys beat one of the Mr. Raj.
Okay.
But yes, Jason
So
Jordan,
they haven't had a one-on-one match yet?
They had started off, and that's when they got all tagged. It really wasn't nothing, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Jason Jordan needs to get
Jason Jordan needs to get the win.
The Hardys don't need the win on this match.
No, they don't.
Jason Jordan needs to get the pin on The Miz, not on one of the Miz Taraj, on The Miz. Because that gives him an opportunity, instead of just Kurt giving it to him, he now looks like he earned it.
And he can have it Monday night on Raw.
Woo! Give it away on free TV, guys.
Oh, we got John Cena taking on Mr. Former Money in the Bank, Baron Corbin. John doesn't need the win. John will probably get the win, but Baron has more heat on him now. Not backstage, I mean, of losing the Money in the Bank. You lost your opportunity. Right. You lost your guaranteed shot at the title.
So now he should be a desperate man.
He should be, and just maybe John wins because Baron just beats the living shit out of him.
Yeah, he wins by DQ.
And the referee doesn't.
It doesn't need to be a clean pin. Baron Corbin needs to beat the tar out of him and get, in the corner. He's beating him, and he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and boom, he gets.
Exactly. That's a quick match. That's quick. John comes out, throws a towel. Baron comes out, his little walk, The walk into the ring between both two should take up more time than the match. I mean, Baron should just, before the bell, attack John, beat, kick, beat. Hey, bring a chair in the ring. I mean, whatever. Shove referees down. I mean, go off being totally pissed because John cost you your Money in the Bank.
Exactly.
I mean, there
Get
you go.
disqualified and it still makes you look good.
Yeah.
And then we got Rusev and Randy Orton, which I think Randy Orton is trying. They're trying to build him back up again, but he doesn't need it.
Nope.
So I think Randy Orton will beat Rusev. I don't like it because that means that Rusev has not only lost then to Randy Orton, but he lost to John Cena in his return match in that flag match.
Yes.
Into 2 big pay-per-views in a row like that. Rusev doesn't need that. It's like Rusev and Lana are the new jobber peoples.
Yes, I know.
They don't need
Rusev needs to. That'd be a good win for him to beat Randy Orton.
It's because we need to figure out something for him on the show.
Randy, I've noticed Randy. I have to give him props.
He will. He
will job. He jobbed to Jinder
3 times.
Shouldn't have beat him on the SmackDown Live. But
at least it's a 3-to-1 ratio.
He should also lose to Rusev.
He does need to lose to Rusev
because Rusev needs it more than Randy. Randy can take a loss.
Because
it doesn't affect him.
And I'll say this: it will, in my opinion, that match goes a lot off of who wins the title match. Because if Nakamura wins the belt, Rusev needs to win his match against Randy Orton. Because you need strong heels if you have a champion that is.
Because we can have this match again. I mean, 2 wins over Randy will be fine.
Right.
Because if Rusev wins, we get him again at the next pay-per-view. Because if Jinder loses, he will get his rematch. If he doesn't get it on SmackDown.
Right. Then we've got the Finn Balor returning as the Demon.
Yes.
Taking on Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt won, technically. I don't know if it was a clean win.
Oh, yes.
See, I don't like that.
He knocked him off the...
That should have been a DQ.
He knocked him off the ropes and boom, bam,
that should have been a DQ match right
Sister
there.
Abigail, it was 1, 2, 3.
Should have been a DQ. But he won that match, and of course, if he's come back as the Demon is winning.
Yes.
So Finn Balor's winning, and maybe this will get him. Maybe once this Fatal 4-Way thing gets out of the way, maybe we can get Finn back going in that direction.
Yes. We have Big Cass taking on the injured Big Show with a broken right hand.
He's not 100%. That's why he lost.
And we have Enzo Amore will be suspended above in the ring in the shark cage as punishment by the WWE for
being annoying.
Yes.
Because you know what that means? It's going to be annoying in the shark cage. You'll be screaming and hollering the whole time.
Yes, they said he's pretty afraid of heights. I don't know if he is or isn't, but...
oh, and that's why you think they put him up there?
Yes, which is like kind of...
I mean, is he like Big Show's mascot? Is he Big Show's manager? I mean, what is he? That's the thing.
He's hanging around big guys.
So...
he needs to move on after this.
He
move
does.
on to 205 Live and be by himself over there.
He does need to do that.
Okay.
Because we need some new, fresh faces on 205.
Yes.
And someone tried to say this past 205 Live had every roster member on it.
When they first started, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, I mean, from the first started, we lost the Bollywood boys anyway. They went to SmackDown. But Lindsay Dorado is on the roster page, and he was not on this past 205 Live. No, he was not. Graham Metalik was.
He was in the locker room with Noam Dar and Daivari.
Well, that's stupid.
That's what they were going by.
That's what they were going by. If you were on the episode,
if you were on the episode at all.
But if you go back and read the article I read, they did not mention Lindsay's name.
I know. They forgot to tell him he was there with him.
They said Noam Dar was backstage, so they did not mention Lindsay's name.
He was beside him.
It never said his name, so that's why
they were kind of joking about Neville. Glad the king is dead. Yes,
yeah.
And he comes in, and Lindsay's the first to leave. And then Noam tipped out the door, and then
I guess because he's never on the show, that he's whatever. They say he wrestles on Main Event. Nobody watches Main Event.
No, why don't they cancel that?
Right?
They must start canceling.
I'm surprised they could afford to do the what do you call it? That show you were just talking about, the old stuff.
Oh no.
The Goofy show. What's it called?
Oh, Southpaw.
Yeah, I'm surprised they can afford it.
Well, it's only 6 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, how long did you have to film to get all that stuff right, though?
I know.
See what I'm saying?
That's true.
That filming costs money.
I know.
You had to bring Jericho in just to film shows. That's why he happened to be there for that triple threat match for SmackDown.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I know.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I know they do this on one thing, and then on the other hand, they're like spending money. You're like,
exactly.
Okay.
So Big Cass should win that match.
Yes.
This Big Show. Big Show doesn't need to win
Big
anymore.
Show needs to go ahead. He's on his way out. He needs to go ahead and do the job.
He needs to let one big guy beat the other big guy. Exactly. Then we got the Raw Tag Team.
Because he's got a hurt hand, so there you go there.
He's not 100%.
He may get the punch in, but it won't be effective because it's broke, which will hurt him. And then Cass can give him the big boot. And
because he won't be 100%. Yes, I'm telling you.
And it also could be Enzo throws a chain down to Big Show to help him.
He doesn't get it.
And Cass catches it and knocks. Yeah, so and in turn Enzo costs Big Show.
Yes. I'm telling you, that man looks like Edge and Test had a baby.
That's it.
It's weird. And the other thing is, you know how you're talking about Enzo and Cass may come back together? What if all this is a big swerve and Enzo becomes a heel?
That would be funny.
And like, what was all that for?
That would be weird.
You know? But they were talking about it.
Yeah,
that's true. We got the Raw Tag Team titles with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins chasing after Cesaro and Sheamus just randomly. They said, "Oh, we're tired of the Miz.
Yes,
we're just going to chase after the tag team titles now."
Chasing after the bar. So
they were kind of, they beat the tar out of each other at first.
Yes, they did.
They're like, and then the commentators are like, "Well, their brothers have to do that. Sometimes brothers fight,
but it's good." That's Booker T.
Yes, Booker T and Stevie Ray. They fought all the time, right? But do you see new tag team champions on the big stage of SummerSlam?
Yeah, I do. I would wait. I would tease it and just take it away from them right at the end. But I think they're going to.
Oh, so you say the whole, it looks like they won, but they didn't really win. The whole teasing thing. That would be a good finish to the match. Yeah. Make it look like they won, but there was something like a leg under the rope or something like that.
Yeah.
Anything.
And all you do is just take one of them out, and then Sheamus bro kicks the other one. And gets the pin. I mean, boom, boom. And you can put your foot on the rope to save or under the rope and to save it. And then put your foot on the rope to get the pin, or tie it. It would be
really good if they were pinning the wrong person.
Yeah.
And it wasn't legal, and so they get up and then they get a bro kick or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be good. So you're thinking Cesaro and Sheamus, you'd want them to keep it, but you think Shield will win it?
I think, yeah.
I think they'll win it finally.
They are hopping it too much, I mean, they need to make people go, no, wave it off, it ain't, and then turn, to get the fans to jump thinking the Shield has got the titles, and then have Cesaro and Sheamus escape. We got the United States title match, which should be a great one.
Especially with the whole special referee involved.
Yeah, they both hit him, so.
Yes.
He's both been hit by AJ and Kevin Owens.
And who is the champion right now?
AJ Styles, the United States champion.
I think AJ will retain this, and it will lead to... Is the SmackDown pay-per-view next?
I don't think so.
Okay. Will they have time to lead up to it? But I think we will get Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon in a match.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but No Mercy's next. No Mercy's next, and then now it's switched over to Raw.
Gotcha.
I can't think of what...
Ain't no telling.
It's something. I gotta look in there.
But maybe that next SmackDown pay-per-view we get Shane versus Kevin Owens then.
Yeah, that would make sense. And AJ can have somebody else.
Rusev.
I ain't get
better than losing to Randy Orton.
Yeah.
He'll probably just lose to AJ.
You just lose to AJ, but still, yeah, I know.
But it'll be a title match.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Raw Women's title match as Sasha Banks tries to get the belt from Alexa Bliss.
And
do you think that they're going to change it up on us now and that Bayley will turn heel? They're booing her anyway. We can't treat her like Roman Reigns too and shove her down everybody's throat. Turn her heel.
We're doing that. We're doing that with Sasha Banks.
Everybody loves Sasha.
Well, they should have swerved us.
Because
Table, the
Palin here, people. Palin.
Sunny outside. The one with the brand of the table. They wanted it, Sasha and Alexa,
Right.
And then Bayley gets hurt, and you can see the right in the wall there. Wow, who's it gonna be?
Right.
And then being beat down.
Peter Rosenberg was like, we have to have Sasha and Alexa.
And Sasha was getting beat down. I mean, the whole match was Nia was in control, and then a few moves, and she choked her out with a bank statement, and that's it. No, they should have swerved us and had best friends and have Alexa,
And Nia Jax facing.
Yes, because she'd be more scared of Nia Jax.
But what if this is one big swerve? What if? I'm just saying.
I hope the goddess walks out keeps the title.
Right,
I don't want Sasha Banks to be a 4-time champion. It's too damn soon.
I'm just saying though, what would be the interesting possibility if it is a work because they've showed her at these different. They did a game night thing the other night with Heath Slater and stuff, and Bayley was there, and she had her arm in a sling. How interesting would that be if it was all a ruse and she turned on Sasha, and that made Alexa Bliss win the belt? I'm just saying it would be different.
It would be different.
Because Bayley with the hugging thing is not getting over.
It's not getting over.
She's not become the John Cena of the women.
No.
Sorry. It didn't work the way they wanted it to. People got bored with it. They're booing her. Don't treat her like Roman. Well, we have to keep on the course. We got to stay on the course.
I don't see her costing Sasha. I mean, I see if we're going to turn Bayley heel, Sasha will become champion, a 4-time champion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I like Sasha, but I love Alexa Bliss.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Sasha won. Because it has it right in the wall there.
Right.
Bayley comes back. She deserves. She won.
And
she
then
beat
they
her
go for
once.
a
She already had a
showdown.
title shot, so.
I'm just saying, I wish she wasn't actually hurt.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, they say you got to stay on the course, but, I mean, look at The Rock. He was a face, and then they veered off course, and they got back on the course, and it worked out wonders for everybody.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So, anyway, probably Sasha Banks.
Hoping
And then-
Alexa, but probably Sasha Banks, yeah. 4-time champion.
Woo! And then up next.
Up next, we have the SmackDown Women's title to have Naomi defend against Natalya. WWE could be nice to Natalya. She has a heart. And give her one last run before she heads out to pasture.
But the way they're talking is they want
Like
Naomi
you said earlier, you said
all
Naomi,
the way into next year because they want
to sell the
they
belt.
want to sell the belts, which apparently they're very upset with whoever makes the replicas because those the toy belts or whatever it is, I don't know, have not gotten done in time. So they wanted these glow belts to be on the shelf already, and they're not there.
Oh, so yeah.
So apparently they're also upset with Mattel too, because Mattel has not gotten. They wanted a Goldberg figure in time for Goldberg to be there, and it ain't come out yet. They wanted another figure. I was reading about this. I can't remember which one it was, but that ain't gonna be out until October and all this kind of stuff. So they've very delayed. They might want to stay on the course because Mattel they need the WWE. That's big money right there.
Yeah. And they re-signed a contract with Mattel, so they need to.
But Naomi, I think, will retain. I could see them keeping her, because of the belt and everything.
Yeah,
Everybody loves the glow belt.
Yeah.
If that's what keeps you the champion, then good for you. That's why John Cena was the U.S. champion for so long. It spins, people.
Yes,
It
and
spins.
then we got a world title that spins. Let's spin all the titles.
Then we got the WWE title match as Jinder Mahal will defend his championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, I have loved this title reign by Jinder Mahal. It would not, 100% would not upset me if it continued. But the artist.
Yeah, there's a big butt out there.
A big but, and it cannot lie.
No.
Because, I think, even though he got a little bit of heat, supposedly, Vince is furious over almost killing John Cena.
He dropped him on his noggin.
He did drop it on his noggin. He did apologize.
He said, no need to apologize. Don't be sorry for that.
I mean, you go in the ring every day knowing you could be your last day on Earth.
And John didn't jump good enough. He didn't flip over.
He did not.
Oh.
John Cena's never been known for that stuff either.
Nope.
It's a very different style for him to have wrestled.
Mm-hmm.
So, he kept up with Nakamura, but it's a very different style for him. But I do see, on the big stage, I could see Nakamura winning the belts.
I could too.
Now, am I saying that Jinder Mahal's done in the title picture? I hope not.
No, he gets his rematch, then he goes down the card.
I'm just saying I hope he doesn't stay down the card. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
You know how they give people chances, even though these are not, this is not a good example, but Benoit, Guerrero, them two examples.
Yep.
They were up there in the card, they won their matches, big WrestleMania moment, blah, blah. And then after they lost the belt, they were down here in tag team matches and U.S. title, stuff like that. I don't like that. If John Cena can stay in the title picture for 15 years, why can't Jinder Mahal stay there for quite a while?
Yeah, at least 2 years.
Yeah, so, especially because he has the whole, entourage with him and everything.
Yes. The bad part will be if he goes from being WWE champion now to when they come back to WrestleMania, he's back in the Battle Royal again.
Right. See, and then that shows right there that WWE has a problem behind the scenes. They need to work on their creative ability. Because if you can't keep something for someone long enough, then that's a problem.
Yep.
But I see Nakamura winning the belt. Then we have the Fed 4-1. Unless
if they go back to olden times and Jinder steals his match and keeps
Right.
the title.
But soon, if not Sunday, soon Nakamura will be the champion.
Yeah. I mean, on the big stage, it
would make
all
sense.
spells it out right now.
Right.
But
You can't have every title change hands, that's for sure.
we cannot have every title change hands, and we have every big title change hands. Let's see. No. Because we got the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal title. As Brock defends against Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, and the big dog, Roman Reigns.
He's hard.
Brock loses.
He leaves.
He leaves. Him and Paul Heyman are out of here.
Maybe they'll meet up with Bobby Lashley on his way out too.
Like they're saying, Paul Heyman is saying that WWE, this is all WWE just wanting to get the belt off Brock. So
Yeah, Kurt Angle wanted to get the belt.
Kurt Angle, WWE and Kurt Angle, yes. If it happens, it's probably gonna be Roman.
It's probably going to be Roman, of course, and then that's why Cena goes over to Raw, and then you got Cena versus Roman Reigns. In this is me. This is where I would want as a fan for something different. Like we got Jinder Mahal that was different.
Yeah.
Something I want that's different. I would want Braun Strowman to win the belt.
That would be different. But they said they're maybe saving Braun to beat Brock at WrestleMania.
Which is fine.
And have Roman and John at WrestleMania.
But Brock does, if he's leaving, and this is truly him really going to MMA.
Till January, he'll be back on the WrestleMania run.
If he is doing the whole MMA match, then Brock needs to take the loss here. He needs to get pinned by Roman. If it's just a story and he's just, taking a break and he's coming back stronger than ever, blah, blah, then I can see Samoa Joe taking a loss here and getting pinned. Because, they don't really care about just Samoa Joe anyway.
No.
So, but Braun Strowman, out of everybody, does not need to get pinned here.
Who is the most shocking to win?
Out of the four of them?
Yes.
Samoa Joe.
Joe would be the most shocking.
Because Braun, they've been building him up so big. Samoa Joe, yeah, he had a title match, but it was kind of lackluster.
Joe would be the shocker.
Yeah. Because
Roman
would be the obvious.
Has been there already. Brock keeping it wouldn't be so shocking.
No, but Roman and Brock would be so obvious.
If Brock kept it, that would throw everybody a monkey wrench. They would not know what the hell's going on because he thought he was leaving.
Yeah, because when you make a stipulation like that, most of the time, you're leaving for real.
Yes.
So, it would be interesting. But
the people were on their feet when it was face-to-face Brock and Braun. Which, that's money there, folks.
That is good. But I would actually like to see Dean and Seth come in to help Roman. That would be interesting. But, and them all three being faces again, they would all three have belts.
Seth and Dean would get cheered and Roman would still get booed.
They may try to put them with Roman to get the cheers back again, and it won't work because The Rock couldn't even help it.
Yeah, The Rock can't even help you. You know your ass is in trouble.
Yes, so that's not good.
No.
But yeah, I can see Roman going out with this, and then it'll be.
So we'll end with Roman Reigns.
John Cena will come over to Raw, and then they'll be leading us John Cena, Roman Reigns.
It could be a Survivor Series.
Yeah, it needs to be one of the big pay-per-views. It doesn't need to be one of the regular pay-per-views. It needs to be one
Roman and John for the title at Survivor Series would be a good headliner.
Yeah, because Survivor Series always needs help because they don't promote it like they used to.
And I guess the loser out of the thing would want another match against whoever, Roman or John, whoever the loser is, want a match against that person again at WrestleMania. So you got your build up there.
Right.
I would have them touch again. So maybe at Royal Rumble, let's do a back to back, fixing the fight again, and then we get somebody else coming in there and block it up. So, but they don't do that anymore. Hey, we're gonna fight anyway. No, don't touch.
Right.
Tease it and then have something happen.
Right.
Let's go over to now Takeover. Brooklyn.
Takeover, as we have gone way over.
We have gone over, yeah.
We might want to put that cruiserweight on the part 4.
That's all right. It'll be just 2-parter here.
But yes, so we have the Brooklyn 3 Takeover as Aleister Black takes on Hideo Itami. If it's just a straight one-on-one, no interference, no nothing, Aleister Black will get another win.
And we'll make it a win if we have some interference.
But
he's getting a W, either by pin or by disqualification.
Either way, Tommy will look like a major heel here. Either way.
Yes. We got Johnny Gargano taking on Andrade
Almost.
Yes. And
with Selena Vega. No relation to Savio.
Nope, or Melina.
True. Selena Melina. That's funny.
Yes. But Johnny should get the win. But hearing rumors that we could get some interference from
But it
Ciampa.
would honestly be, it would not be shocking if almost won, because now they're building him up with the new female being with him and stuff. So this one could go either way.
It could go either way.
And I'm totally fine with that.
If Johnny loses without anything for Ciampa, you're thinking, oh, he can't do it by himself.
Right.
If there's a Ciampa shows up, or music, or
he could walk out on stage. He maybe healthy enough to walk out on the stage.
Yeah, I think that builds toward their feud, and he can always get a win back against almost another time.
Then we've got the NXT Tag Team Championships as the Authors of Pain defend against Sanity, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane with Eric Young and Nikki Cross. And I will say this, I saw a Twitter post from Sawyer Fulton talking about being in New York and how convenient it was that he was in New York. And it was a picture of the look that he had when he was with Sanity. But I also heard that they changed his look up completely on an NXT house show. But
they also kept him as Sanity in the new game coming out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Why would you change? He's been long enough. You could change.
He's been out forever.
Keep him out of the game. Why put him in the game as part of Sanity?
Yeah, just take him out because he hasn't really been part of Sanity because he got injured so quick into it. But that could help Sanity win the tag team titles right there. Be an unstoppable force.
I see Sanity walking out as tag team champions.
Authors of Pain might be on the main roster soon, but they need some new tag teams.
They do, so they don't need to go anywhere yet.
They'll have their, always the rematch. So.
Yes. The big match, the title match, is the NXT Women's Championship as Asuka, the undefeated.
So out of all the matches, this is the big match in your opinion?
Yeah, she's
Could
undefeated.
this be...
Never pinned in NXT. Asuka.
I don't think it could be because it's not Charlotte and Sasha and all them, but would you be shocked if they made that the main event?
They're not going to make that main event.
You don't think so?
No.
It's not big enough? No. The two of them aren't big enough, you don't think?
No. Because they're not playing on the undefeated streak or haven't, they say something
they've talked about it in the last
but they're not
episode,
really making a point about it every time.
Right.
No, I don't think it takes over the odds, no.
So what do you think's going to happen here, though? Do you think she'll finally lose the belt?
I hope she don't. I hope the plan is she
goes
out undefeated.
Right.
She can just hand it over to Hunter or hand it over to William Regal.
I kind of hope they
leave out NXT as...
I kind of hope they use it as part of the storyline as she shows up on Raw or SmackDown with the belt and looks at whoever the champion is and be like, I'm better than you. I've had this longer than any of y'all. Mm-hmm. I'm better than all of y'all. Now I'm coming for your belt. And then, now that she showed it on the main show...
Be on both, too. I love her to be on both shows.
Then she could relinquish the belt after... after poking at them that, hey, let her keep the belt until she wins the other title. Let her win the other belt, and then she relinquishes the belt. Mm-hmm. She can't have two, but she can keep the NXT title until she wins the other.
Well, they're hinting that she will beat Ember, and the winner of the tournament, Mae Young tournament, will take the belt off of her. Really? That's what there's rumors out about that. Yes.
So it could be the Japanese woman then.
Could be, yes.
Japan versus Japan.
Yep.
That could have been. Not very nice of me to say it that way. But anyway, the main...
1, 2, and 3. Yeah, no, we got you.
three-man teams.
I got you.
Yes. Anyway,
and we got
Bobby Roode. Because this is his NXT, taking on Drew McIntyre, who says, we are NXT, for the NXT Championship.
And you got Roddy Strong.
Roddy Strong is in the background. He's there.
He's still smelling around the goods.
And this is why I believe we have a new NXT champion. And that's why Asuka should keep it. You don't need to lose all 3 belts on the same night.
Nope.
The tag team
WrestleMania.
Right. The tag team championships, I would like for them to change hands.
Yes.
To me, the All of Pain are boring anyway. But the NXT title needs to change hands here, and it's because Roderick Strong interferes and causes Bobby Roode to lose the belt. Referee might get knocked down, whatever the case may be. Roddy versus the world. He comes out.
Drew just beat Roddy.
Right. But I don't think he's going to bother. He's not going to bother Drew.
What if he did? Would people be shocked?
I mean, they would be,
if
but...
he came in and took out Drew, you're thinking, what the hell's going on here?
So that way he can get another match? But then that makes it a triple threat. If he
I
attacks Drew,
think we're getting a triple threat.
if he attacks Drew, it would automatically make it a triple threat.
And
Drew
what if he's
needs
going
another
after
match.
Rude and hits Drew by accident?
That's true too.
And then Rude can throw him out and pin Drew, and then they got a big stinker here because Drew's mad at Roddy because he cost him.
He cost him, so
Drew's
that's
still happy because he's still champion.
and Roddy still wants a piece of Rude, so you get a triple threat.
Yes, I think we're leading triple threat. I don't see a new champion. The only champions I see are Sanity.
But I don't see Roddy becoming the champion. Anyway.
No, I don't see Roddy becoming champion.
Drew needs to be the next champion.
Yes. No, I don't see. They're saying Aleister Black
guess what?
is going to head that way. So Aleister Black could be the next champion, which would be very surprising. So.
Roddy's going to be on 205 Live.
I thought Aleister Black was. Since he's only 205.
He's only 205, but I
yes.
think Roddy's like 199 or something like that. Now that they talk about weight, I listen to weight limits and I'm like 205 Live. He's going to that show. He's doomed.
Yes, he's going
Doomed.
to be like Austin
Harris. He's going to lose every time.
Oh, Lord.
But quickly,
We're
going to go over the top rope reality cruiserweight tournament in the first round as Christopher Daniels.
Our second bracket here, folks.
Yes, Christopher Daniels beats Dean Ambrose.
We have Sami Zayn losing to Trent Seven. No one an upset there, folks.
Yes, upset. We got Nick Jackson beating Lindsay Dorado.
We got Marty Scrolls taking out Kalisto to advance.
We've got Pete Dunne, the UK champion, recently injured, taking out Kazarian.
Cedric Alexander gets the big win over Eric Young.
Okada beats ACH.
Colorado looks at the lights and the big loss to Seth Rollins.
Tyler Breeze beats Grand Metalik.
AJ Styles takes out Kenny Omega.
Finn Balor beats Aleister Black.
Drew Gulak comes up in a loss to Johnny Mundo or Nitro or Impact or Morrison.
Tony Nese, who's got 8 reasons that he's better than all of you, beats the Brian Kendrick.
Ty Dillinger take on C. Amos. So good for Ty there.
Yes, and then we have Dolph Ziggler beating Chris Sabin.
And the last match, Jeff Hardy taking out P.J. Black.
Very good.
Yes, the next round should be very interesting because we have a lot of big names here winning this second bracket. And that's it for part 3, and we really
went over. We apologize.
It was a lot of stuff. So.
We apologize.
No apologies.
No apologies here. I'm so sorry.
No, sorry.
I tried.
No, sorry. Please forgive us.
But we have part 4, the list,
Yes.
as we will talk about the new tag teams that failed as really the WWE.
We're going to talk about the most unlikely main event acts in WWE history, number 4.
And continue with the Montreal Screwjob, the 10 backstage stories about what really happened that night.
And it's the referee's point of view.
Of course it
we
is.
love how the referee has a point of view here, folks. So come on back to part 4 on this big SummerSlam and NXT Takeover weekend. I'm Mike Hogan.
I'm just a cara.
We'll see you in a few clicks.